Okay, sorry about the lighting here, Anthony, and anyone else observing. This is it's underside of a second floor, if you will, or it could be considered the third floor. So this is an unsupported span. There's no support under it. Once you get to here, this is the support. This will be your reinforcing, and on this side are just the plaster, which would go over top of your joist. Now your joist sizing is the depth, obviously, from the depth of it, and your length is going to be your length. Your length is your unsupported span. Now we worry about deflection when you put the load on it of the extra stone. It's going to be consistent all the way down, all the way across, which will just reduce the strength of the entire joist altogether, combined, if you will. So the ultimate load will decrease. The ultimate load stays the same. The ultimate strength decreases depending on what you're going to add. I don't think you're going to add anything extra, like a pool table, for example. But we're looking for deflection in the middle. If you did say put an island in the middle of this floor above, this would create the load would be, the point load would be wherever the island would be. So if it's here to here and you had it in the middle, you actually put it in the weakest part that you could choose for this joist. But knowing that you were going to do that, you could compensate for that by adding more joists next to these joists. Ultimately, that is what's going on with this larger tub is going in, plumbing and everything else is being done. It's a huge master bathroom that you're looking under. So your spans change, as you can see back there. That would be a shorter unsupported span. Maybe that's 8 feet. And this one out here is closer to 13 feet or 14 feet. Actually, I think it's 15. Now I'm going to say 13, 14. So that's your unsupported span. This can be remedied even if you did not change the joist out. You could add another header. This is an engineered piece of material. You could add another girder across the middle, header going across the door. If you were going to break up the spans, so this floor would ultimately get a higher load rating if one of these guys was over here now. That would make the span shorter, unsupported span shorter here and here, with the load now being here. If it's a concentrated load, such as your island, you can actually go underneath there and find the island and start supporting just those joists again. You don't have to do the full span. All right, so that's that. Now, addressing the underlayment of your flooring when you go to put it on. This is tongue and groove. And now, if you could get to an underside, this is tongue and groove flooring. It's going this direction. If I were to go upstairs and look now, I might see the flooring going that direction. That means there's 2 layers of this stuff, which is awesome. That would put it around 1.5 inches of total thickness, which was going to decrease your deflection. It's going to raise your deflection value of the joist, if you will, before they started flexing. It's just like a combined effect, all these layers. But now Hardy Backer will not do that for you. Now, this is a cement board. It's not that crumbly Hardy Backer, if you will. This is a 1/2 inch, I think it is. Now, when I push on the edges here, the deflection is like nil. What I can do was, if I had cement board or that Hardy Backer type material with it, it's a different type of product. A lot of stuff's all cement based. It crumbles and it has no ability to avoid deflection. It would flex as you pick it up even. You got to be careful to pick it up. So 100% do not recommend that. But now this is the same room. The floor is being done. This is concrete over that flooring I just showed you in the other room. Same type of setup. Not exactly. But it's over wood. Now this is rapid set. Awesome stuff. Very awesome. So I'll grab the pair of pliers here to show you. This floor obviously has to, everything's getting redone. But watch this. You know, that's about 1.5 inches, and there's no cracking going on. This is fiber reinforced product out here, and you're going to get the same thing because all this is coming down to over 6,000 psi with a good mixture of a light mixture of water content. You want to keep your water content down, and I have no fear of it cracking whatsoever. So your fiber reinforced product is what I'm recommend, and this would be expensive, but that would be your my first recommendation because the stability of it is just awesome. It is Rapid Set's product. So here is your ultimate edge thickness, and you're looking at close to 2 inches. This product needs 2 inches to get its rated PSI that they offer. Now, if we can look at it here on, as it has that little return, I'll take that little bang to it and let's see what happens. Okay, so I would expect this to fail because it's such a small piece, and it doesn't have anything backing it. It's got a gap there, so it would fail relatively easily, I would think. Although the rating's pretty high, and I can't get to it now. Well, let's go ahead and have a little fun anyway. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, it failed. I was able to break it free. Remember, I posted a video for you guys showing you, and that's over that existing flooring. Remember, I posted a video for you guys showing how the toppings work. That as long as you don't get deflection, that you're okay. Well, in this case, I didn't add the extra lumber and everything else to do it. I took care of it in fiber reinforced cement, acting as rebar, if you will. So now we're at the 2 inches, and we're going to go near the edge here, which makes it pretty risky. But you can see no crack was created. There's no deflection on this floor. I'm standing on it. I've had quite a few 100 pounds on it. You won't get your deflection if you stay within the spans and adding your materials. There's the flooring behind a certain area. It's a bathroom, so this is never seen. It's behind a tub. Well, it's going to be a shower next. Transition. Here's the transition. It's about 3/4 of an inch at this point when you hit the threshold of the doorway. So I wanted to show you the final thing I think should wrap this up. This is what I was trying to explain to you about the flooring, that here it's going a different direction than the joist below. And so this does have 2 layers on it. There's a flooring going that direction, and then there's your subfloor and your finished floor, both of them being 3/4 inches combined of 1.5 inches. And the deflection on this is nil for the load that it gets. That's a sectional wall that came out.